Hello, peoples. We are going to be doing something a little bit different because Alicia has 62 pages left to read. So we're going to do sprints, impromptu sprints, and then jump right into discussions so we can get live reactions from Alicia. Just to put her on the spot.
Shall I start with my obligatory reading the synopsis dramatically?
Yes.
Because it would be wrong not to.
Yeah. Can't break the tradition at this point.
But this is the book Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. Okay. Sarah's Fane is good at keeping secrets. No one knows about the powers that she possesses, or the fact that she's been stealing from the Undying Queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. But a secret is like a knot. Sooner or later it is bound to come undone. When Ceres comes face to face with Death himself, she inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to Avelia, a land of ice and snow. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, and of nightmares, but it turns out they're real, and Ceres has landed in the center of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind to enter Avelia is over 1,000 years. Ceres mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fae warrior with an agenda of his own. He will use her powers to protect his people, no matter what it costs to him or her. Death has a name. It is Kingfisher of the Ancient Gate. His past is murky, his attitude stinks, and he's the only way that Ceres is going to make it home. Dun, dun, dun.
Your synopsis is a lot longer than mine.
Yeah, it's just like this much.
Well, like on Goodreads, at the beginning, it's like, do not touch the sword. Do not turn the key. Do not open the gate.
I've got here the devil in the details.
For sure.
The devil. Be careful of the deals you make, dear child.
I'm trying to pull up my timer. I'm going to use.
Have you got one of these under yours?
No, ours is paperback.
And like,
I read using Kindle Unlimited, so.
I mean, I think this was just from the works, which is just a book.
No, mine's paperback, and I have a map.
Mm-hmm.
Our hardcover doesn't come out until August.
I have a map too.
And then there's also this.
The pronunciation guide? Or...
No, it says, never forget monsters thrive best in the dark. Commit all you read here to memory. Prepare for war. And then it has the pronunciation guide.
I don't have that one. So there you go. You got one up on me for that one.
And it even has pronunciation on places.
Like, I do have it. I do have it. Ha!
There you go.
Never forget. Ceres. Rosarius. Omnam Shakri. Ishabal. Belekon. Oshalif. Tal A Deus. Deanthus. Lord of Balkid Talen Danya. Silvaran. Evel
Sit here and listen to
Katie
pronouncing things.
Lis Ian Armontre F Omnamerin.
I
Almond tray.
I mean, luckily I listened to the audiobook, so I could Hear
Thank God for
the
audiobooks.
pronunciations as well.
Okay, so does 35 minutes sound good? Or do you need a little longer, Alicia?
I would probably need longer.
45?
We can start with 35 and then see how you're at what you're at, and then we can do another one.
Okay. Sounds good.
So I'm just going to organize my craft supplies and probably read some comics myself because, yeah, I have the stack over here. But we're going to do virtual cottage. I have it set up for 35 minutes, so see you guys after that.
See you.
Alicia, how we do?
That's a broken one.
That was the only one that they had.
Okay, never mind.
I have 29 pages.
29 pages.
Ooh.
They're in that spot that we'll discuss later.
So, how are your feelings towards it right now?
There's definitely one part where I cringed.
I'm pretty sure I saw your cringe face.
Yeah.
I literally went back on the screen
what?
just to see your reaction, and then you were like, your face was all screwed up.
Oh, the things that she has to reach for. Ugh. I'll
Yep.
pass. I'll pass. But I need to see how it finishes.
Yes.
So, what'd you do, Katie?
Sorry?
What'd you do?
I put some video files on, and I started. Well, it's quite funny. I've started editing my February TBR video.
Want this in there too?
I'm literally so behind, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, you're ahead of me. I haven't done a TBR video in forever.
Yeah. I filmed like half of my March one yesterday. I just need to get the book sorted. Had a really horrible prompt to finish a series, and I'm like, well, that's shit. Considering most are first books in a series.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I'll pick a duology.
Why?
I had to put it somewhere.
Take your glasses, damn it. I had posted the Ostara round prompts on Instagram, on the Witchathon Instagram, and in the Discord, and I started sorting my beads. Since I got a new container to actually organize my beads, I started sorting them.
Ooh. That sounds quite therapeutic.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my god, your husband's got a pussy.
Yes, he does.
It's very nice and soft.
Alicia was just like, what?
This one's not in my pocket. It's in my arms.
That caught me completely off guard.
That was out of left field. It was pretty good. And this one, I don't like it shaved.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't like to be shaved either.
Right.
Yeah, during that too, Harry's been walking back and forth. He stepped right into one of the compartments that have these they're flat kind of silver type of beads. He stepped right in those and had one stuck to his toe beans.
So as he was walking, it was just tick, tick.
Yeah, you just hear the clicking of the bead against the desk. It's like, give me that back. That's mine.
We have a child in the video. A wild child's appeared. Just got the curious face of what you doing, Mom?
Nasty.
He's coming in with requests, and I was like, in a minute, I will. Yes, in a minute.
Now I've got 29 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we can go back into a sprint, another 35-minute sprint, so Alicia can finish and then fulfill a request.
Yeah, she'll have the rest of her sprint to
I have this is so
digest the information.
Yeah.
That's all I have left.
And decide a rating, I suppose. Although I still haven't decided a rating yet. I haven't gone through Corpo yet.
Gotta think about that
So I need
while
to
we
think about
discuss it.
Yeah. I think I'll decide it when we discuss.
All right, I'll see you guys back after 35.
See you.
Okay.
Okay. See the look of booking over on Alicia.
I need book 2.
I saw the like fly movement going.
That ending is unacceptable. It's just unacceptable.
So, I know we mentioned earlier that Katie, you haven't decided on a rating yet.
No, I still haven't yet. I'm between
I
two.
think I gave it a 3.5.
I don't know what I'm going to rate it yet.
I think for me it was kind of slow at the beginning, which is why it kind of stuck at a 3 for a bit. And honestly, Kingfisher annoyed the snot out of me for the first half of the book, so it kind of knocked it down to 2.5 for a little bit. And then when it started picking up a lot more at the last half, saved it for me. I love you too.
I have questions.
You
When
always
do you not
I always have questions, yes. I need book 2, like right now.
Well, sorry, it's not published yet.
Who is this published by? I will send out an email going, if
I
at
thought you were
all
going to say you're going to
possible,
send your soul
if at all
in
possible,
exchange
I need the arc of this
for
book.
answers.
Okay. What did you guys think about the writing style?
I liked it.
A little slow in the beginning, but being that there is more to this and you have to build an entire world, I get it, but I don't. The pacing could have been better.
I agree. That's kind of what almost kind of got me to not really want to pick up the book as much as because of how long it kind of took me to get into it at the beginning.
That's
See,
why
I never minded the beginning. I found like somewhere the middle was a bit slower for me. Somewhere. Can't remember where.
usually the beginning. That's where it was. It was slow for me. And then once things started happening, then I was like, okay. But I still had the audiobook at like 2 times speed.
And then I've always been someone that likes getting to know characters, so I suppose that's why I enjoyed it, because I was getting to know all the, beginning characters and that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, that's this person. Oh my god, there's another cat.
It's a different cat.
All the cats.
The ginger turned into a black cat. Like magic.
Who were your favorite characters?
Well, we know you didn't like Kingfisher.
I think Ren was probably my favorite one. I didn't mind Saris, or however you say her name, that much, but I think I like Ren the most. And Everlyn, or Everly, or whatever.
Everling.
Yeah.
You don't really get much of Everling, though. I mean,
No, it wasn't too much. Yeah, I probably would say Ren.
I liked Saris, and Kingfisher grew on me.
once we get like halfway through the book and he finally like quits being a bitch, then I like him. It's like I just wanted to kick him in the kneecaps every time he like was even mentioned. I still have Virtual Cottage going. Okay, close that already. I'm like, why do I still hear music? And it's just the timer in the background.
No, I was like, I don't hear music.
Was there any characters that you could relate to?
I don't know about that, but Karen was a shock. Because I thought he was just some other like person in her, what was it called, the third or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah,
like,
I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm like, and whenever he was brought into the world, I had a feeling something about him was gonna like be different. So it's like I'm surprised, but then again, not surprised at the same time.
I wondered if there would be some sort of story with him, but it makes sense on why they originally thought he was Hayden, because Sarah's scent was all over him.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the question of what happened to Hayden.
I think Karen said something about like his brother, her brother getting a job in a different ward or something like that, and
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
But then you still have the blacksmith, Elroy or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of characters that didn't really have a whole lot, but it was like they had like key pieces that they added to the story.
Yeah.
Didn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I related to any character.
I think
Or not gay.
yeah. Trying to like think if anything, I probably relate to like Ren a little bit by just the way that he is like the mediator almost. I find myself more of a mediator when like dealing with people than I am anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was very much a mediator.
Who was it Carrion, the original love interest? Was that his name?
Yeah, at the beginning
Yeah,
of it.
he was like, he grew on me, I must say. Like,
Hi, Kay. And also,
yeah,
I waved earlier, but hello, sister.
Hello.
So go into like these actual like questions for this book. They are asking, what did you think about the magic system within the book, in particular the Quicksilver itself? Did everything make sense to you, or did you have any lingering questions about how things?
Well, we know the answer to that for Alicia.
Yeah.
Lingering question.
Yes, lots of lingering questions.
I do have questions about that.
And she even has questions for the questions.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Because the Quicksilver itself is interesting, but I want to know like where the voices were coming from, and if it was in the realm with the gods, then does that mean the gods made it?
That's kind of what I ended up thinking whenever she was pulled into the realm of the gods. It kind of clicked for me. It's like, so this is something that's linked to the gods.
Anarath more. Anarath more.
Yeah. I like how Katie's just like in turtle mode over there.
Generous more.
Well, how, like, because that was in one part of, I guess, the realm, but how did the Quicksilver know to connect it? I guess because of the labyrinth? But I still want to know how it was able to reach Ceres. I knew it was connected because it was inside of Fisher.
I think it just has her like to do with her magic ability to manipulate the Quicksilver. She's almost like a
The alchemist.
yeah, with her being an alchemist, it's almost like she's just the hunter of the Quicksilver almost. Like when she really focuses on it, it seems like she can really pick it up the most.
Yeah, I assumed
Metal
that's what.
detector, that's what I'm trying to think. And she's like a metal detector for Quicksilver.
Instead of hearing beeps, she hears voices.
Mm-hmm.
Generous more.
I think the way that the magic system was getting built up, I found it interesting.
Mm.
But I also felt more like things were left out, which I'm hoping we'll pick up more in the second book.
There's gonna be a lot, yeah.
It does still feel like there's a lot missing, doesn't there?
Yeah.
I think it's just the tip of the iceberg, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've gotten a lot of detail, but we haven't gotten enough detail.
Yeah. Next question says, this is a long book. What did you think of the pacing of it? It starts off with a lot of action, but were you quick to get pulled into the story? Were there any parts that moved particularly slow or fast for you? Kind of already in.
Yeah. I just love how it starts up by saying, "This was a big book."
Yeah.
You think?
It's like, really?
Never
Thanks for reminding us.
I hadn't noticed.
I did like the fact that it, like, what the first chapter or two really start off with the action. That got me pulled in. So I think that's what kind of made me disappointed when it slowed down as much as it did. If it started off kind of slow and like really started with all the world building, I think it would like have put me in the mindset and being okay with it being as slow as it was in certain parts. But since it started off at like 0 to 60 and then like put on the brakes real quick, it kind of yeah.
Yeah, it was a little slow in the beginning. But once it picked up, I was fine.
Don't do that, Katie.
Yeah.
It's early for me to be doing that.
Like, I feel that.
What was your opinion of Sarah's? Did you enjoy her sass and her confidence? I didn't really. I liked her sass, but I never really like thought of her being like. No, it sounds kind of bad. I never thought of her being confident, but because it didn't really come off that way, since she seemed like she was more second guessing herself the entire time.
I think she was confident in her abilities in the beginning when she had the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. When she crossed over into the rest of it, she was like, I can't do that. What makes you think I can do that?
Yeah.
But I think as time goes on, she builds that. Like once she figured out and she made the first sword, then she was like, this is what I need to do. Okay. But it's very much depending on the situation. It was either no, I can't do that, or yes, I can do that, or oh shit, I can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like the fact that she took like the learning in stride
Mhm.
as more of like a challenge, and she didn't just kind of mope around like seems like a lot of main characters can be for the most part.
She was no damsel in distress.
Mhm. And I like this next question. What about Fisher? He starts out as kind of a jerk. Did you warm to him over the course of the story? It
Yes.
took me like the last half.
Yeah, he was a jerk in the beginning, but now that like you get towards the end and he explains himself, it makes sense.
To me, it doesn't make that sense. I'm like, if you like the chick and you know that she's your mate, why are you being a douchebag? If you knew all of this stuff beforehand, why are you still being a douchebag?
He didn't want it to be so.
Just mean. Which of the secondary characters among the found family was your favorite? Ren, for sure.
Ren.
Yeah, Ren.
The book is told entirely from Sarah's point of view. Were there any times where you wished you could have heard from Fisher's perspective? Yes, because then I probably wouldn't been as frustrated with him if I had his.
This probably could have benefited from being dual perspective.
Yeah.
Because I would
I
like
feel
to
like-
know on his side.
Yeah, I feel also it probably would have cut down on like it feeling slow
Yeah.
in some spots.
That
Are
is
you
true.
generally a fan of enemies to lovers romance? Were you shipping Saris and Fisher? I really can take enemies to lovers, like take it or leave it. I really don't care for it either way. If it happens to be part of the plot, it just happens to be. I don't go actively seeking it out, but I automatically knew that they were going to get together just by the way it was set up.
Yeah. It's just how they got there is the journey, I guess.
Mm-hmm. This book is pretty steamy. What did you think of the spice level?
Listen. I had to make sure I had headphones on at all times. And even I had to stop.
I thought
yeah.
they were handled pretty well because they seemed pretty realistic, honestly, instead of it being like super deep. It was detailed, but it was like detailed to a realistic point. It's not like Sarah J. Maas like spicy scenes where it just seemed like, how is that happening again?
Right.
How is that working out for you guys?
I think she did a really good job with like because in between those scenes there was still tension.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the tension is what helped it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of it. I think before they did their first go round, I was just like, "Can we get on with it, please? Clearly, there's something there. Let's do this and get it out of the way. We know what's gonna happen here."
Let's get it out of the system, please. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about the surprise reveal at the end. On a scale to 1 to 10, how shocked were you, and did you like it or not? I think it was about like a 7 or 8 for me.
The reveal meaning like the Malcolm and the other two.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming at all. I feel like Malcolm, I thought he was going to be on his own. I didn't think that he was going to have the other two. I felt like what was his name? Belkin.
Yeah, Belgium.
I figured he would have come back into the play somehow, but I didn't think about the other one.
Madra.
Yeah. And I would
Yeah.
have never guessed that those three were like siblings, if you could call it that.
Yeah, it's part of me wasn't too surprised that they showed up, but my whole like surprise thing was the fact that Malcolm is pretty much trying to get with Fisher and not liking the fact that he keeps being denied. It's like, oh, there's a gay element to this. Okay. It's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Just like the way that it went about it was pretty weird.
Unless it was definitely like a he wants something that he can't have type thing.
Yeah.
But either way, that was kind of like a why are you doing this now?
Mhm. Now we have the Netflix has acquired the adaptation rights question. Who would you like to see at cast?
I don't know.
See, like the cover reminds me of the guy reminds me of the lead singer from Black Veil Brides. Let me see if I can pull it up.
What's to say I don't know that one. Well, they would have to use younger cast. I don't know, to be honest.
This is Andy, the lead singer.
I could see it, but he'd have to grow his hair out.
Well, he like, yeah, when he
Yeah.
was younger, he had his hair like super long. But no, it's not gonna. But yeah, I definitely got vibes from him being Kingfisher.
You need someone with like curly hair, like Timothy Chalamet or something.
He would have the look, but I don't see him being Kingfisher.
Trying to find a decent picture with him. Want to go like early?
You can't do Henry Cavill because he's older.
Like early Black Veil Brides. That's him with long hair.
I just was googling like cast for Kingfisher, and someone's put Darren Barnett from Never Have I Ever. I don't know if you've seen that on Netflix. I was like, he's a nice guy. No.
I could see an early Johnny Depp being Kingfisher.
He was what I was thinking. Nicholas Goultazine. I don't know why I was thinking him. He looks a little bit like the guy on the cover.
I'm trying to think of.
He's the one that I was thinking.
Honestly, really, any of the other characters, I never really had like an idea of who could play them other than Kingfisher.
Right.
And that was only because of like the cover reminded me of a person.
Because you don't really get a sense of what they look like in the book. You just know them more so by personality.
Yeah.
So it's hard to picture like someone being them. I could see the guy who played Alec on the Shadowhunters.
Yeah.
He could be a potential Kingfisher. But I guess it would depend on the height.
Now that you say that, I'm like thinking of like Jamie Campbell Bower when how he looked like when he played Jace in the movie for Mortal Instruments. Him playing Malcolm, since he played the bad guy character in Stranger Things, Vecna.
And he was also Caius in Twilight.
Yeah. So I can
That's
picture
how
him
I
being
picture Malcolm, is like if you took Caius from Twilight and then possibly did like longer hair, but then also threw in other aspects of some of his other characters.
Yeah, I think Jamie would be a good pick for Malcolm, since he already has the vampire playing role down.
Mm. I don't know who I would pick for Ceres. I mean, to be honest, she's brown haired, blue eyed.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of the like younger actors to know.
I don't either, honestly.
I'm old.
You said it, we didn't.
No, but I mean, like if you go like if they were to do this older instead of them being 24-year-olds, or even like, and that's the other thing too is like they'll look like they're 27 and 24, but like Kingfisher said he was over what 1,000 years old, 1,700.
Something like that.
I mean, that's you could do practically anybody. It just depends on what route they want to go with the casting. Because you could do older casting, or you could do younger casting. Because they're meant to look like they're in their 20s, but they're like thousands of years old.
Yeah. It's like when I'm trying to think of somebody, it's like the list of actors that I've seen stuff and kind of like goes out the window. It's like, I don't know.
I feel like you could use some of the cast from Percy Jackson, the first one, not the TV show, the movies. Because what was her name? Elaine, whatever, the sister. What was her name?
Everlane.
Everlane. I could see her being, because she was blonde, right?
I think so. I'm not honestly not too sure now.
She could be the played by the girl who was Annabeth, I think, in the movie. I could easily see her, but she's not like that girl is not dainty enough. I feel like Everlane would be dainty.
Somebody's trying to disturb Dad's video game time.
She's like, pay attention to me.
He's like laying on his hand when he's trying to use the mouse. What other romantasy books would you compare this to? I could see from Blood and Ash being a comparison because of the like them not taking like the standard like fae and vampire route.
Which one?
From Blood and Ash.
Yeah. That one. You could even probably go with Crescent City.
Yeah.
It has the same kind of fae and vampire and I can't really think of any others off the top of my head.
Yeah, and the Crescent City of her books are really the only things I can think of that has like all the different types of creatures in it.
Yeah.
How about you, Katie? Can you think of anything?
Yeah, I would just say Sarah J. Maas books and Jennifer Armentrout's books.
If we're going based off of creature,
If you want to go to Faye, you got Holly Black's books.
Mhm.
the Crave series would have vampire in it, but that's more young adult.
Yeah.
I don't think it has
Goodreads is
Fae though.
interesting. Let's see. Fourth Wing comes up as an option for on Goodreads. Like readers also enjoy Onyx Storm, Phantasma, Metal Saints,
Ooh.
Spark
Yeah.
of the Flame,
Phantasma is a good one.
Athema, When the Moon Hatched, the Songbird in the Heart of Stone, Glow
Oh
of
yeah.
All
The Pearls of
books.
Nyaxia books.
Deep
All
End by Allie Hazelwood comes up.
Bride.
Yeah. One Dark Window.
I've not read that yet.
I have that one, but I haven't read it yet. There's a lot of them on that list that I have not read yet.
Yes.
It's on my pending.
It's on the owned but not read yet list.
Just from like the Goodreads reviews, it seemed like a lot of people had issues with like the beginning feeling kind of slow, or they couldn't get into it.
That's where the audiobook comes in and helps.
Yeah.
The other character that I didn't like was Danya. I didn't
Oh
like
yeah, her.
Yeah.
She irritated the snot out of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I get being upset with him for like him leaving you for a lot of like amount of times, but trying to kill him is not the best thing to do.
Nope. Not especially when he has an alchemist nearby. Because she broke the sword. Can we talk about the ugly, disgusting spider in the labyrinth?
Oh yeah.
That was disgusting. And the fact that she had to reach in and grab the coin. Ugh. Oh, no, thank you.
Just
You probably
picturing-
saw me going, no.
yeah, I picture like Aragon, or Aragog, from the second Harry Potter with the giant spider.
Yeah, but no, but it said it like in the front, it kind of looked human, and then the rest of it, oh no.
Yeah. Oh, I have a perfect thing. So, you both know I'm like kind of obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3, like playing that recently.
Mm-hmm.
There's an NPC that shows up at like once you get to a certain part. Oh, and actually, like now that you say it looks like human-like, this is what automatically comes to mind.
Oh, she's gonna give me a
Find
visual.
better picture. Who's this guy?
I'm cringing already. I'm waiting to shield my eyes.
I can get it to. Harness, that's the guy's name. I can't remember for.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
No.
This is who I picture now. Who I'm going to picture now from in place of that spider guy.
Is it gone? And the fact that you had to reach in to get the coin for that. No.
Yeah.
I'll pass. Thank you. I don't like spiders to begin with, and that just no.
Yeah. And considering like this guy is also supposed to guide you to a place that you're supposed to get to, and he's a pain in the butt to kill.
Ugh.
So.
And then didn't it say something like he would regenerate, but he would be smaller each time?
I don't
Or something
remember
like
like
that?
what size he's supposed to be, but I knew that he was supposed to like regenerate.
Ooh. Nope. I don't like it.
Any final thoughts?
I want book 2. Miss Hart, if you're listening, can I have book 2?
And she will respond, yes, in November.
Right?
Patience,
No.
my child.
Yeah.
No, I want it now. I need to see where this lies. Especially that ending. You cannot. No. You cannot land on that kind of ending and not have the second book lined up.
That reminds me, like when she goes into the god realm. For some reason, the god that she was talking to really gave me Odin vibes.
Oh, Zareth?
Yeah, he gave me very Odin vibes.
Yeah.
It's like all knowing, trying to protect like
And
whoever.
Then there was his daughters, the twins.
Yeah.
How they fawned over Kingfisher.
Just like the very first question they ask her, how was sleeping with him? How was that? Like, excuse me?
I am not liable to say, ma'ams. That's that's nope.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see if they do all of the gods or if those are the only ones we're going to see. Or if they truly are hidden. But I imagine, I guess book 2 would be them trying to defeat the other 2. In
Like,
some way, shape, or form.
almost like if this becomes like a trilogy, like each book they defeat one of the, each one of them.
Yeah.
Since they got rid of Malcolm with this one, and they need just to go to the others.
I would imagine that Belkin would be next because he's closer, especially if Madra has to go through the Quicksilver to a different realm.
Mm-hmm.
I still want to know more about the Quicksilver. Who made it? How does it work? Why does it work? And why do you use Quicksilver as the portal? Why can't you just have the little shadow portal thingy?
I think Kingfisher explained it being takes more energy to make a shadow portal. So they only do it for a certain like distance or something like that.
Yeah.
It takes a whole lot of energy to like go to different realms.
Yeah. But why Quicksilver?
But why?
But why? Why that medal?
Why?
But why?
Questions.
All right.
Alicia needs
So
answers.
next live show we have "Take a Hint, Danny Brown" by Talia Hibbert, and "'Tis Alicia's Time."
That's on the 22nd, right?
Take a hint.
And that's on the 22nd, right?
Is that what we said? Probably.
Sure. Can't
I just
remember.
remember that we had 2 live shows this month.
Well,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
is-
the 22nd.
yeah.
I had to bring up my calendar again, but yeah, it's on the 22nd.
Okay.
So remember when we were discussing it, I'm like, let me pull up my calendar and put it on there now.
Yeah. I did the same thing.
So
Right.
you got 3 weeks. If you've not read it yet.
I've started it. I think I'm like 10% into it right now.
That will be I can read it in 2 days.
Yeah, contemporaries are quite easier compared to fantasies.
And then after
I'll most
that,
likely get the audiobook too.
and after
Yeah, I
that,
found with the audiobook I flew through this one. Beginning
yeah,
to
I flew through. I think Chloe Brown I did as audio for both times. Like when I first read it and then reread it and really enjoyed it. I'm reading it as an ebook this time, and so far it's going pretty quickly. And then we have A Shadow in the Amber.
which is this month's book, which will be April's live show, which will be me again. Back to the beginning of all time.
I have that one, I think.
And then we're gonna make.
Well, you better do, because it's this month's book, and it's a big one.
Yeah. You need to get out your notebook of questions there.
Yeah, get ready for the questions from this one.
Hopefully
I'm
some of them
writing
will-
down my questions.
Me and Sam should play a little game of guess how many questions Alicia adds for the
Or
live
maybe
show.
we should make it a drinking game.
How many questions will Alicia have?
But then we'd always be drunk.
We didn't say it had to be alcohol related.
A shot of tea.
I'd sip
I'd
of water
have to
every
sip of
time, and
that.
then by the end of the live show, we really have to pee.
And now I want to drink.
Does that take?
But I'm
Yeah,
excited to hear your guys' thoughts on that one. So
I think April, Wednesday. It might have to be the 19th. I don't know. Actually, let me check my calendar, because that's the month I'm doing my show. Let me have a look. Rehearsal. Oh no, I can't even do the 19th.
Oh.
That might have to be a beginning of May.
well, with it being a big book, too.
It might help, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm needed Saturday 19th in the evening. Well, actually, all day, it says here. Oh, yeah, that's the...
This one, right?
Yeah.
Mine is.
Oh no, wait! I
not
can
that
do
big.
the 26th of April.
I don't have anything on.
If you are okay for that, if not the 3rd, whichever's best for people.
Don't spoil yourself over there, Alicia.
It's only 525 pages.
So shorter than Quicksilver.
Yes. Because Quicksilver was 609. So April.
I think you'll get a couple of your questions answered with that one, especially after like Crown and Gilded Bones. Some of the ones that you're like, who are these people? I think you'll get some of those questions answered.
Yes, I have to go back and write down my questions so that as I go through this, I can read it and answer the questions. Hopefully.
I just have a feeling that after a while, you may need just like a full notebook for questions in regards to the series.
I'll have to go back and just compile all of the questions and the answers in a notebook. 1 page per question. Oh.
Yeah. Either the 26th or the 3rd for that book. So
That was the 26th of April?
yeah.
Yeah. I'll be free after the 20th, so yeah, that'll be fine for me.
That's fine.
Alrighty, 26th of April it is.
Putting it in my calendar now so I don't forget.
Yep. I should.
I will add it when I get back to my.
Did I do a thumbnail for Danny Brown? I can't remember if I did.
I think so.
Yes, because I think
I'd
I've already.
I like to say
it.
I was quite ahead.
Yeah, you made quite a few of them like during the last one, I think.
Yeah, I think
like
whilst we were
shot them
discussing,
over.
I was just like, I'll just edit this right now.
Yeah.
Let me scroll up. Yes, I did.
That's my next task is to make thumbnails for StreamYard so I can schedule my sprints.
All right, you guys, we're going to call it an end here. Thank you so much for joining in the impromptu sprints as we sit here and watch Alicia finish the book.
But it worked. So
Yeah.
it's good.
I would say let's do it again, but let's not. That was quite nerve-wracking. No pressure or anything.
Like, thank you, but no thank you. But you got it done, so you should be proud you got it done today.
I was aiming to have it done yesterday, but we've been
life happens. It happens.
Quite busy.
Life happens.
Yeah.
Well, we will
we'll get that
next time over on Alicia's channel, and until then,
for some romance.
Bye.